Hi, welcome to my platform, Linda's TV show. If it's your first time of coming across this platform and you like what I do here, my dear good friend, you are welcome. After watching this video, please put on your notification bell to all notification. It's very important because it will enable you to know when I upload a new video. To my old subscribers, my old followers, to those who are dedicated, who always watch, share my video, oh, what can I give to you? May God Almighty bless you all and grant that your heart desires. In this platform, I upload video on daily basis based on what is happening in Nigeria and in Biafra land. After watching, please share and subscribe. And I also sit down here to watch the video together with you. Then we'll come to the comment section to say our opinion. You are free to criticize, but let us always do it constructively as we go into today's video.
Everyone from wherever you are joining from. Just before we get fully into it, I would like to make something clear to everyone, as long as you are human. Oh. See, nobody is immune from falling sick, getting unwell, or even dying. There is no particular age that says you cannot get sick. Sure, you get. There is no particular age that says you can't die. So naturally, for humans, we are meant to, as strong as we are, at the time we will wither, and then, you know what I mean? We'll get tired. Some have kind of recovered from serious health issues. So there is no biggie about it. Therefore, when you talk about public officials, and in fact, in the case of Nigeria, from what you are currently dealing with, the only difference here is this. When, hang on, sorry, I was talking about the health and all that. Anybody can fall sick, anybody can die. So don't let anybody blackmail you for probing into Tifnumbu's health. And this is why. Your health is your private business. Of course, it's yours. I mean, whatever it is you are going through, shouldn't be anybody's business, okay? Until you decide to be a public official, when you are expected to actually declare everything about you, including your health status. It's the law, it's their law. Their law says you have to declare everything about you, including the possibility of you being unable to carry out your duty in that position. Is their law. So that means everyone would then be what? Would be interested in, and you probably won't really be so interested if this man I haven't been like displaying some signs of mental disorder, incoherence, continency. Have you waited to call that way person they pee for body? Sure you get. Or where is completely lost lost the idea of the environment, dementia. Are you with me? Is displayed all these several in public that raise the concern of the Buddha. Is this man all right? We know he's not all right. Just like Bokuwari. Bokuwari survived whatever he passed through simply because Nigeria picked the bill. While Bokuwari was lying down, half dead like a vegetable in a UK hospital, the thieves, they were using his name and all of them, they were running mad. The terrorists, they were also hibernating in his government. They were what? They were running mad. The result of that is the Nigeria you have today. So Kolu left Nigeria 34 days ago. That's okay. I mean, he's still he's no longer a private citizen, so let's not even go there. So he rigged an election, right? And then he ran to Paris, where he was for hang on, is that your So where he was for medical care, not in Nigeria, where they are in government and they have been in government for 8 solid years. So this is also concerned. But meanwhile, while he was away, there were so many things. There were rumors that are actually not rumors. And in the coming days, we are going to know more, right? There were rumors that he suffered serious health complication. Nobody said anything in Nigeria. Oh, he's fine. He's very strong. He's agile. So when you now pick on this and say, this man know well, what is their game? What are they up to? Now, before we even go further, right? Me explaining to you that anybody can fall sick is normal. It's just to let you know that do not let anybody blackmail you when you are talking about this very serious problem. Don't let them tell you what is your problem with it, what is your business. Because if you have witnessed what Buhari did to Nigeria in 8 years, and all due to the fact that number one, he's also demented. Number two, we don't even know what he's suffering from. Some said it's leukemia. Some said a cancer of the bone, cancer of this or that. Like almost every part of him is reported to have been changed, just to make him appear the ways they can push him on, just to appear as the president of Nigeria. And we remember that a lot of people, right, were actually like only happy, even though Nigeria was born, they were happy that at least Buhari is still the president. Whatever it is that they were going through, whatever it is Nigeria is passing through, it doesn't really matter. So that part, that people are now going to try to blackmail you simply because with what you suffered under Buhari, or you are suffering under Buhari, that has triggered you, put you in that PTSD state. Do not let anybody blackmail you with, do you want him dead? I know you are praying for him to die. No. Whether you pray for him to die or you pray for him to live, none of it is in anybody's control or anybody's hand. But what is in your control is the fact that the calamity of his failing health and those who are pushing him is going to be worse than whatever you are witnessing under Buhari now. Because even before Buhari became president of Nigeria, right? Buhari never spent weeks and months in hospitals. So, sure you remember. Buhari was not walking about with syringe attached to his arm, oxygen gas, oxygen cylinder, and then some ready-made emergency doctors that are going to quickly attend to him. Buhari wasn't like that too. So the point here is this: Tifnumbu is sick, and it is now going to be your Armageddon in Nigeria. Prayers, so all of you who are pretending, remember some of you were praying, but may Buhari succeed. Buhari succeed. May Nigeria succeed. All the enemy of Buhari will be put to shame. Now, who is in shame now? Who is in poverty now? Who is in high DP camp? Who are those who are currently in the graves? Who are those who are currently in the hands of terrorists as we speak? Nigerians. So you can sit back and ignore this and begin to push the narrative of they want him to die. No, but see, his death means absolute nothing to the destroyed and ruined Nigeria. Let's start with that. Do you understand? Now you have a drug lord and Osama bin Laden, two IC, Abi, what they call it, two in charge. Abi, they are going to be in charge of Nigeria. Then that means something bigger is behind that you should begin to pay attention to with these little details that are popping up. Talk, speak out. When they try to blackmail you with, hey, you want, no, don't, you're not interested in his death. Do you understand? You are only interested in the destruction that is its existence actually going to bring to millions of people. If you don't believe it, in 8 years, right, Nigeria moved from 13 million unemployed people to over 80 million unemployed people today. And with the World Bank report that just came out as well, Nigeria is going to add another 13 million poor people into the poverty basket. With Kolu, you can just triple the number. And some of you will still have small strength today, to try to kind of shout people down, abuse people or blackmail people, and all of this, and ignore all these warnings. In 4 years, majority of you would have joined your fellow Nigerians in the poverty basket created by APC. All those your useless and fraudulent hypocritical prayers, they won't work. Some of you said Bokwari failed because people didn't like him. What about those of you who love him? What about those of you who are ready to die for them? What about all your prayers for better Nigeria? Are your prayers not answered? Are those who don't like them or criticizing them, are they so strong that they kept them so confused that terrorists have taken over Nigeria? That today you are using Naira to buy Naira. And that's their credit. Anyway, let's take the journey. Kolu is back. From what we heard, they said Kolu now struggle to eat. Kolu cannot even talk properly anymore. They said Kolu, as you have him, has lost most of his mind, like somebody with on shoko, but it's not like shoko. Sure you get. Now, Kolu has gotten to a stage whereby he is now more or less like somebody who should be in an old people's home, okay? But they choose as old rock for him. Now, all of this may not mean anything because you say there are no proof other than the few public, information that are available. But there are people who also kind of know better within their rank who are releasing some information to the public. For example, when we saw the video of him with the Malian drug dealer, that video, and in a presidential shopper in Guinea Conakry, that video couldn't have made it, couldn't have surfaced online if it wasn't uploaded by somebody who was within that rank. So same thing with his health. So whatever is behind this whole thing, it is about to begin to unravel. So let's go to the arrival and then step by step. So Kolu arrived into the arms of his followers, okay, and there are many at the airport. Now, the welcoming party was huge, at least for somebody that has been away for 34 days. Before we come back to the concerns and all that, okay, I am still going to take you through the trip of his arrival. Now, when Kolu arrived to the welcoming arm of his supporters, Baba Oyoyo, this is what that this is actually what that looked like. Let me see. Where's that clip again? They said he's dead. They said they are cloning him. Look, he's back. Just like the same trauma that Buhari puts Nigerians into for 8 years. Sometimes you won't even know if he's alive or if he's dead because you just don't hear from him. He became a mannequin. So they were so happy to see him. And they saw him unaided. He walked down he walked out of the private jet himself. So what else do you need? It's fine. And, hey, hang on. See the joy on their faces. Yes. Jagaban Guinea is back. The Lagos Sabobakus were happy. The Yoruba APC fanatics, they are so happy. But it looks like it's like they forced him back. See, I am not a doctor, okay? And if I see something, I go talk him. Like ordinarily we should. And if you have learned nothing since this book Wari's time, well, the point I'm trying to make is that do not blame people who don't like him. Do not blame enemy. Do not blame anything for what are really obvious. He's a sick man, and he's going to need a lot of foreign medical trip in order to at least to continue to appear in 5 seconds video, 20 seconds video, sometimes 1 minute videos. It doesn't have to say much. All he has to do is just to appear. So it feels like if you look at that guy at the back of Kolu, that guy wearing a dark sunshade glasses, sunshade. That is the Alimodu Sheriff of Borono, the first accused alleged founder of Boko Haram. They are all friends now. All criminals in Nigeria. If you're looking for them, go and check them around Tifnumbu. That is a fact as well. I don't know how you feel. Thieves, money launderers, drug pushers, terrorist sponsor, and the rest of them. You will find them around him. He has them. Militancy, yes. Terrorists of Niger Delta, all of them. They have a bit of, is very welcoming. Now, in the mood of Kolu has returned, inauguration mood, this is concerning. See, normally, APC, Egbe, they will not agree. They will not admit. Sure, you get. They will think you are trying to mock him. But I am actually not here to mock him. Because like I told you, this could be anybody. It doesn't matter your age. Do you know that? We have seen children who are undergoing chemo for cancer. We have seen, we have seen elderly people. We have seen young people who have had to take a treatment that requires them to receive this kind of share you get. I don't know the name per se. Some of you are doctors. You know something. Some of you are actually like in the medical line. Like I said, not to mock anyone or what have you, but if they have to leave that on him, if you have to leave this on your patient to go out of hospital. For example, okay, somebody who was not in the hospital, who just went on vacation, why is he having that under his arm? Do you get that now? Good. They call it a PICC line. Those of you who are in the medical field, right? So if somebody who went on vacation returned with this PICC line Botox, what do you call it? Syringe. Does that mean that person is medically okay to begin to engage or to go back to work or to go and start a job? So this is the concerning part, okay? Now, when you raise this concern, they will think because you don't like him. They will think because you wish him something. See, I don't wish him anything. I wish Tifnumbu whatever he wishes himself. Do you understand? But the difference here is that this man is going to soon be in charge as president of Nigeria. And he is going to appoint people into institutions in Nigeria, to run the institutions in Nigeria. Okay? He is going to, have to be in charge of the country. So tell me, does this not guarantee, or should I say, does this not warrant an investigation to say what is actually wrong with Tinubu? Some said that this is for those who are having problem eating, or those who are going through chemo for cancer, different things. I don't know. And that's one of the reasons why I'm going to open the line tonight to have this conversation as well. So that's a new question. So if anybody is trying to blackmail you, trying to tell you that what is your business, what is this or that, no. What is really going on? Do you know that if they actually come clean, although in Nigeria, they always believe, they kind of have a way of pushing superstitious narratives. Remember during the Bokwari time, Bokwari was suffering from heart disease, kidney failure. He was suffering from some other things that we probably, like life-threatening, sicknesses, then that he has to go through different dialysis for recovery, different transplanting and the rest. And they kept them stay secret. But he did the hand of the NHS in the UK. The president of Nigeria medical record and every procedure he passed through or he went through, the record is with the MICs, is with the UK government, is with the NHS in the UK. But the people in government in Nigeria, the security government, the security agents in Nigeria, they have no medical record of their president. So do you now see why they said it is easier to use all of the compromise on the criminals who are in charge of Nigeria by the West, the ones you call the neo-colonists, the imperialists. So do you see how you kind of, in a double-edged sword, stab yourselves when you push this kind of individuals? So Bokwari, that nobody knew what happened to him, was in the UK for months. And they were telling you then that, you remember, they were bringing up different superstitious narratives in Nigeria. Some people poisoned him. How did they poison Bokwari when he's surrounded by his own people? They said no, they poisoned the air condition in his office. But he only had kidney problem. That he had to undergo dialysis in the UK. And so many other health complications he had. Yeah? And he was given the first class health care here in the UK. So for 8 years, Bokwari turned UK, Nigerian president turned the United Kingdom to his permanent home because of health care. Now, here is Tifnumbu is a billionaire, is a kleptomaniac, political crook that has so much money. So having access to the best healthcare for Tifnumbu is not a problem. It doesn't have to be president of Nigeria to have access to that. Do you get that? He lives like a president anyway, is the president of Lagos. The state that is the richest after federal government of Nigeria. So he's the president of Lagos. He has his own different private jets. Top of the grade, top of the shelf private jets. All he will need is just to put the emblem of president of Nigeria on it. And he has the money. But now he is going to give you, this time around, he's going to give you a different vibe. But we will all have to go and learn how to speak French. He has a house in the south of France. And his American hospital where he has doctors in, they are based in Paris. Now, if they don't tell you the truth about whatever is wrong with him, the next thing you are going to be dealing with for the next years now will be somebody is trying to kill him, somebody wishing him death. Some people, they are a bit different. Let me say something to you. During the Bokwari time, the Bokwari came and he told all of us who we are. Do you know that it was Bokwari who told all of us who we are? Yeah. Before, people used to lie to themselves that the problem they have in Nigeria is the problem of leadership only. Bad leaders. But when Bokwari came, he made every tribe, every ethnic nationality, every religion in Nigeria to know their place. The impunity that he brought, the Fulani supremacy that they preached, made everybody realize where they belong. Once they say now, go do it, people actually got to know that. And he made clear, APC with Bokwari, they crossed all the red line that those who were before him pretended, hypocritically avoided. Bokwari crossed every red line. Know your place. So if you be Yoruba, know your place. If you be Igbo, know your place. If you are a Christian, know your place. If you are a Fulani, know your place. If you pass your boundary, they'll go show you. That's exactly what Nigeria has become. Divided like never seen before. Sure you get. Now, with Tifnumbu brand of politics, or more, their own was past the xenophobia in South Africa. The moment you say anything about Tifnumbu, you are going to receive a lot of things. Let me give you the idea. If you are working in the media, you are going to go to jail. All right? They're going to shut you down, or they're going to force your employer to sack you in the coming days, weeks, months, and years once they get what they're about to get in the next 1 month. If you say anything about Tifnumbu, the first thing they're going to say is that if you don't agree with Tifnumbu, then you are enemy of Yoruba people. Remember these cretins, these miscreants, these crumb eaters, praise singers, vuvuzelas. They are so small. If you take violence out of the game, they are much like worthless and useless. But in the coming days, you are going to realize that there is difference between APC, CPC, APC. CPC, APC, those ones, they use religion to cover. Okay? Where jihadist sponsor, terrorist sympathizers, where they were. And when Boko Haram came to power, they took the echelon of the government. And that is why what you are witnessing is when you see them shouting religion on this side, behind the old facade, terrorists are receiving blessing from Boko Haram and immunity. Corrupt and looters, they are receiving blessing and immunity from Boko Haram. Sure you get. But out there, they are what? Shouting the North versus the South, Muslim versus Christian, Fulani versus others. But behind this old facade was a pure madness. Abi? In that same APC, they have the ones they call ACN APC. The ACN APC, those one are the Yoruba, lawless, jobless, and criminal fanatics. I mean what I'm saying, they will call you Omoale because you are not supporting a drug dealer. They will call you Omoale because you are not defending a drug dealer. Do you understand? They will call you Omoale Yoruba, these little minute miscreants and scavengers, right? When the fanatics, the jihadists, when they are doing their thing, the Agberus, the miscreants, the Yoruba APC, they were hungry, starving. If you don't know them, we know them. Here you get. They were overworking. Okay? They were so overworking in defending APC, and they were hungry, starving, and poor. I'm not joking. If you are not following them, well, then I understand. Maybe you wouldn't understand what I'm saying. Like the Yoruba APC, they are so poor. Because you know why? All the opportunities that they were looking for, they thought they would get for bringing Boko Haram to power. Foul. The ones that got the opportunity, they became so selfish that they prefer to turn them to alimajiri. And that is why every small thing, they are like rabid dogs. They are always angry. They are always sad. They are always like, they can't have conversation too. Any small thing you say, they will come after. I mean, that's how they operate, because they didn't actually feel the softness of APC. Those who are so below them, they put them above them. They are now boy to the people they usually call aboki. Guess what?
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, Please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.